he's 47 minutes behind. If he misses this delivery window, he doesn't just lose time, he loses a full day of pay. Not because he can't drive. Not because of traffic. Because of one small detail buried in paperwork. The way station sign flashes ahead. His clock shows 28 minutes left. And the part that almost costs him everything isn't on the road. It's in the instructions he hasn't fully decoded yet. But before we begin, welcome to Everyday AI. Here we focus on how everyday people use AI to make work easier, life simpler, and problems less stressful. No hype, no buzzwords, just practical AI tools explained in a way anyone can understand and use. Marcus is 38, 15 years on the road, reefer trailer, regional routes. He knows how to handle weather, traffic, tight docks, impatient receivers. That's not what stresses him out anymore. What drains him is something else. Emails with last-minute changes, PDFs filled with dense language, call windows that must be exact, temperature logs that have to be presented perfectly. The driving isn't the hard part. It's the details. In the next few minutes, you'll see how one shift, just one afternoon, changes because Marcus starts using the Comet AI Browser differently. You'll see exactly what he types, what it gives back, where it's not perfect, and how the smallest adjustments turn a day that could have collapsed into one that ends clean and calm. Because the difference wasn't skill, it was clarity under pressure. At a rest stop, Marcus opens the updated delivery instructions from dispatch. 3-page PDF. New gate entrance. Temperature verification required. Call 30 minutes prior. Dock 7 unless reassigned. Late arrivals rescheduled. Somewhere in those paragraphs is the one line that determines whether he unloads today or sleeps unpaid in a parking lot. He scrolls slowly. Legal language. Extra notes. Contact numbers buried in text. This is the hidden tax of the job. 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. Multiply that by 5 days a week. That's hours lost to decoding instead of moving. Then he opens his laptop and launches Comet AI Browser. He opens the PDF directly in the browser and types, "Summarize these delivery instructions for a truck driver. Focus only on gate location, required call timing, temperature requirements, and late penalties." Within seconds, the response appears. Enter dock 7 unless the yard supervisor assigns a different dock at check-in. Call receiving exactly 30 minutes before arrival. Present reefer temperature log on request. Arrivals after 4 p.m. rescheduled next business day. Clear and direct. Before, he might have argued at the gate. Now he knows the protocol. Time saved. About 12 minutes. Mental friction reduced significantly. But that clarity reveals something else. His ETA is cutting it close. Traffic slows near construction. ETA, 3:38 p.m. He must call exactly 30 minutes before arrival. Too early? They don't log it. Too late? He risks losing his slot. This is where most people lose money. Not because they're careless, because they're doing math in their head while stressed. He pulls safely into a turnout area, opens Comet again. He types, "I am 62 miles from South Gate B. Current ETA 3:38 p.m. Traffic may add 10 to 15 minutes. I must call exactly 30 minutes before arrival. When should I call to stay compliant?" Comet responds, "If ETA is 3:38 p.m., call at 3:08 p.m. If ETA shifts to 3:53 p.m., call at 3:23 p.m. Recommendation: recalculate at 3 p.m. and confirm call time." Simple. Clear. No mental strain. At 3 p.m., he refreshes traffic. New ETA. 3:47 p.m. He types, "Updated ETA 3:47 p.m. Confirm call time." Comet. Call at 3:17 p.m. He makes the call at 3:17. Confirmed and logged. Before, that calculation would have lived in his head while driving. Now it took 2 minutes while parked. Mistake avoided? Potential overnight delay. Income protected. 1 full day. But the hardest moment hasn't happened yet. At 3:41 p.m., Marcus pulls into Southgate B. The supervisor reviews paperwork. Temperature logs? Marcus exports the reefer data, but it's raw. Lines of timestamps and numbers. The supervisor doesn't want raw data. He wants clarity. 2 trucks are already waiting behind him. This is the moment where small friction becomes big consequence. If the report looks messy, it raises doubt, and doubt slows everything down. Marcus steps aside, opens Comet AI Browser, and uploads the temperature CSV file. He types, "Turn this temperature log into a clean report for a receiving supervisor. Include minimum, maximum, and average temperature, and confirm no deviation outside 34 to 36 degrees Fahrenheit." The browser responds, minimum, minus 0.7 degrees Fahrenheit. Maximum, 0.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Average, minus 0.1 degrees Fahrenheit. No recorded deviations outside required range. Comet also added trailer ID and shipment reference at the top. He scans it and pastes it into his simple document template, saves as PDF, and shows it on his tablet. The supervisor reads for less than 20 seconds and nods. Doc 7. No argument. No delay. Before, this would have been him scrolling through raw data trying to explain numbers verbally. Now it's professional, clean, and controlled. Time saved? Around 10 minutes. Reputation impact? Very strong. And stress level? Very low. He backs into the dock at 3:52 p.m., 8 minutes before cutoff. At the start of this shift, Marcus was 47 minutes behind. 1 missed call. 1 unclear instruction. 1 messy temperature report. Any of those could have cost him the day. Not because he lacks experience, because modern work, whether you're driving a truck or sitting at a desk, is filled with small, hidden frictions, details buried in documents, tiny timing windows, and data that needs translating. The truck didn't change. The road didn't change. Marcus did one thing differently. He stopped trying to carry every detail in his head. Comet AI Browser didn't replace his skill. It reduced friction. It turned noise into clarity. And when your job already demands full attention, that difference matters. So here's the real question. Where is friction quietly costing you time, money, or focus? Because sometimes the breakthrough isn't working harder, it's thinking clearer. And if you want to see more real workflows like this, quiet tools, real situations, no hype, you know where to find the next video. See you in the next video.